with us for the very first time, we want to welcome you to our Discover Jeunesse opportunity meeting tonight. And we just want to say thank you so much for joining us. We are so pleased to have the guests that we have on tonight and to invite you to Discover Jeunesse. We are in this crazy, crazy time. None of us could have predicted 4 months ago that we'd be in this situation, 6 months ago that we'd be in the situation we're in right now. But I can tell you, it is a moment where I think many of us have stepped back and have said, Gal, is my life working? Is what I'm doing the best that I can do? Is there maybe a better way or a purpose that we can connect to? And what I can say is I had a moment like this, a pause in my 20s. My husband and I were both working. We'd finished school. We were so excited. I was working in the high-tech industry. And from one day to the next, there was a pause where I had a health crisis. And it forced my husband and I to look and to say, man, is there a better way? Is there something out there where we can put our health as a priority? Not only that, we were looking for multiple streams of income. And in that moment, in that pause was a time when I actually found this industry, my husband and I together. And we decided in that moment to say, you know what? What if we made a decision today to connect with the community, to connect with like-minded people, to connect with products that are absolutely phenomenal, to become entrepreneurs, which we both hugely valued, and to do something wild and crazy. And in that moment, we made a decision. We've never looked back. And I want to invite you tonight to just take a moment to pause and to consider that there could be something out there that could make a huge difference in your life. And I get the privilege of introducing you to our guest speakers tonight. We have some of the most amazing leaders at Jeunesse. So privileged to know all of these folks now for the last 5 years. They're phenomenal, phenomenal leaders, and you're going to enjoy hearing from them tonight. So I'm going to introduce each of them right now, and then we'll jump in and get started. So first of all, I'd like to introduce one of our speakers tonight, our Diamond Director, Cedric Harris. And Cedric has been an entrepreneur since he was 18, and he's been in this industry since he was 18. He's from Richmond, Virginia. He has devoted himself to a career of helping people empower themselves. And I first met Cedric, I don't know if he'll remember this, but I met him on an incentive trip actually in Cancun. And I was super impressed with Cedric in the way that he treated his team. Whenever I saw Cedric, he had this whole team around him because that is Cedric. He loves growing people. He's an amazing speaker, trainer, educator. He speaks all around the world in front of global audiences. He's an expert in internet marketing, and he's a man full of wisdom, kindness, and amazing humor. So thank you, Cedric, for being with us tonight. We're looking forward to hearing from you. We also want to welcome Paula Pritchard, Diamond Director, to this call. You guys are so lucky. We have some of the most amazing speakers tonight. So Paula found this industry when she was teaching at Kent State and getting her doctorate degree. And if you can imagine, here she is on this career path and found this industry and decided to do something different with her life. And as a result, she too engaged in this industry. And she was the first Diamond Director in that company that she found, woman Diamond Director in North America for the entire company. So she's an amazing leader, an amazing entrepreneur. You will love hearing from Paula. She's one of the very, very best at sharing opportunities with people and having them engage and convert and actually take a risk on doing something different with their life. So thank you, Paula, so much for joining us. We look forward to hearing from you. And finally, our final speaker tonight is Double Diamond Samson Lee. Welcome tonight to Discover Jeunesse. And Samson has been an entrepreneur for 32 years. And he's owned his own businesses in real estate, in retail, in the auction industry. He found this industry in 2006. And one great little tip about Samson is he really was one of the founding distributors at Jeunesse. So he was here in the very, very beginning on September 9th, 2009. And again, he's been here from the beginning. He's traveled all around the world with Wendy, with Randy, with some of our key leaders, with Kim Wee. And he's got some great insights, having started when there was nothing at Jeunesse, having been able to see that glimpse of what if I took a chance? What if this company could turn into something phenomenal? And so again, Samson's going to share some of those highlights with you. All of these three have global businesses. They have hundreds of thousands of distributors around the world in multiple countries. So again, looking forward to hearing from all of them tonight. So with that, we're going to turn it over to Double Diamond Director, Samson Lee.
Hello, Katie. Thank
Hi,
you very
Samson.
much. Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, it's my honor and pleasure. And happy to contribute, like I said.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to hearing some of your insight and, why Jeunesse? For the people who want to discover Jeunesse, we want to hear some words of wisdom from you.
Well, thank you so much. Welcome, everybody, to today's Discover Jeunesse online event. Again, my name is Samson. Well, let me give you first the answer to Katie's question. Why Jeunesse? Well, for me, why did I start Jeunesse at the very first day of the company? A friend of mine who's a multimillionaire, her name is Kim Hui, she was looking at the opportunity, and when she said yes, I just said yes. Sometimes in life, what they say is opportunities doesn't come knocking. It stands silently before you and wait for you to recognize it. So at that time, having many businesses in my life, such as in real estate, in the retail business, I used to own 3 furniture stores. I was in the auction business after that. I made money and lost money. I mean, multiple times. So I've learned some lessons, acquired some wisdom. And I just thought, you know what? If my friend Kim, who's a multimillionaire, if she saw the opportunity, who am I to say, who am I to judge? Who am I to say no? So at the time I was in the auction business, I quit all my jobs and just to jump in Jeunesse full time. Now, to do this business, you don't have to do full time. You can do full time or part time, whatever time you want. But for me, I saw the opportunity. I saw the potential. So today I want to share with you about some of it, because if you really look at the company with an open mind, the mind works like a parachute. It works better when it's open, especially in today's circumstances. You will see what I see, and it's very, very powerful. So maybe we can move along the slide next. When I first started Jeunesse, we started with 5 countries. And now we are actually doing business in more than 146 countries. Now, having started in September 9, 2009, very fresh in the industry. I've had a little bit of experience, but not much. I just thought, you know what? I know the owners of the company, Randy, Wendy, and Scott. Can move on to the next slide, where I've seen them. I met them in 2006 before, and I saw their first company grow all over the world. And I just knew that when my friend Kim told me that, you know what, we have a chance to build global business. Well, I had that confidence in the company because they have been very successful in the computer software business all their lives. I mean, they have opened multiple companies, and they have made millions of dollars before. And they were actually, the previous company was ranked already among the top Inc. 500 in the US. So when they started Jeunesse, we knew we had the backbone. We knew that we have people we can trust that can, be an amazing provider. And within a short time, the company started evolving, working with some of the most amazing doctors and scientists in the world. And, they just fulfilled the vision. Next, where they really facilitated a platform, a business platform that could do business all over the world. Now, if you can imagine, when I first started, we started with the US and Canada, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Indonesia. And then how did we get to 146 countries? More than 146 countries was that we opened country after country after country after country. When we spread the news, there's an opportunity. Jeunesse, it means youth and anti-aging and wellness. That's what we're about. That's a huge market. Who doesn't want it? So in a very short time, we hit amazing mark. Next, we hit that $1 billion in sales a year by our 6th year in business. That's an incredible mark. And folks, look, if this is your first time looking at this opportunity, this is a serious business. This is a massive business that you can reap benefits from. So at that time, when we hit $1 billion, we just reflect back and say, you know what? It's been incredible ride. Some of the other companies who hit $1 billion in between 4 to 7 years are such as Apple, Facebook, Amazon, eBay, Google. I mean, those are the who's who in e-commerce, in using technology to grow. And because, the owners and also the field, just leaders just like me, just like Paula, just like Cedric, we worked our butt off to share this opportunity and a technology available for everybody around the world. And, the company did their darndest to keep up with us. And it's amazing to say, next, that we're able to, the last 5 years, due to incredible business, actually more than $1 billion a year the last 5 years. And I will say that what we have done since the inception of the company, we've done more than $8 billion worth of business as a whole. So this is not a company that is on trial. Whatever we do, the technology, the business model, the products, it all working. So in a very short time in our industry and globally, next, we are ranked number 13 in the world in our industry. So it's quite an accomplishment. It's very competitive, but I would tell you, it's not about the ranking, but rather that because of the unique size of the platform in more than 146 countries. I think somebody counted 162 countries and territories the other day. We are growing every day, and we are working hard, and the company is working hard to support us in building the business. So, and besides that, we have great support in marketing next, where, what I am very proud of is that through the incredible efforts of our marketing department in headquarters in Orlando, Florida, and also in offices around the world, we are huge in marketing. Is the social media content, the website, the videos, the graphics, the support that the company gives is incredible. And we have huge events all over the world. So in a very short time, we were able to win a lot of awards, actually over 612 awards and counting, from all kinds of organizations that look at how powerful the marketing is, how successful the marketing is. We have won awards such as like from the Telly. A Telly is like the Oscar in marketing. So we've done quite a few. This company has achieved and is proven, has a support system to help us build the business around the world. So folks, in a sense, the company itself having more than 50 offices and warehouses around the world that's facilitating business in more than 146 countries has never been done before. We're actually the fastest company ever to be at $1 billion a year in sales. So now, this is a proven company. And all of you out there, so what else, Samson, right? Well, this is where it's my privilege to introduce the next speaker, because this lady, you already heard Katie talk about. I used to hear her name when I was very young in the industry as a legend, because with this gentle lady, I would say, she has a heart of gold. In her career, she has achieved hundreds of millions worth of dollars in sales around the world with her organization. And I would say that every time I meet her and see her, she's an inspiration. And I'm very fortunate to call her my friend. Please welcome Diamond Director Paula Pritchard. Hello, Paula. It's your turn. Take it over.
Thank you, Samson. Thank you very much. That was a great presentation. I just realized how